Today we are at Neo Products in Harahan, Louisiana to discuss using our NeoBottomFillSystem. Once you are done thoroughly mixing your cement slurry, you can then proceed to bottom fill in your baler using our NeoBottomFillSystem. The first step would be to actually place the NeoBottomFillSystem into your bucket filled with your cement slurry. Once you have your NeoBottomFillSystem inside of your cement slurry bucket, you can then proceed to attaching your air hose onto our pressure regulator. Now there are arrows on this pressure regulator to increase and decrease the pressure. The first step you would want to do once you have your air connected is to open this side valve, which will allow you to circulate your cement slurry through the pump. Once this valve is open, you can proceed to increasing the air pressure onto the NeoBottomFillSystem. Now that we know the NeoBottomFillSystem is working, we can close the side valve of the bottom fill. Once you have finished circulating the cement slurry through your bottom fill pump, you can then connect your C-clamp onto your Neo baler bottom or your Neo PDB system. First thing to do would be to remove the 3/8 inch pipe plug that is found on the Neo baler bottom and put this pipe plug onto your C-clamp fitting like so. You want to push this rod all the way in as far as it can go. Put your pipe plug on the tip of this rod and wrap Teflon tape around this rod and pipe plug in order to hold it in place. Failing to put Teflon tape on this pipe plug at this point may result in the pipe plug getting out of position and you not being able to remove the C-clamp properly without losing your cement slurry. So once you have this pipe plug in place and properly Teflon taped all around to hold it in place, you want to go ahead and thread this plug about 1/2 turn, just to enable the threads. Once you know the threads are connected to the Neo baler bottom, attach the back side of the baler clamp into the groove found on the Neo baler bottom. As you are tightening this, you'll see the C-clamp connecting on the opposite side of the baler bottom. Once you are tight onto your baler bottom, you then want to go ahead and release the pipe plug 1 full turn, loosen the pipe plug 1 full turn to make sure it is disconnected from the baler bottom, and then slowly pull this rod back out. This will now allow the cement slurry to come through the hose into the baler bottom and fill your baler. Like I said earlier, you would out in the field have your sections of baler on top of this baler bottom, threaded onto the top of the baler bottom, either 10 feet, 20 feet, up to 40 feet, whatever you need, and this will bottom fill your system. Now at this point, with this side valve now closed, since you've already circulated your slurry through the bottom fill, you can open this top valve and you can also increase the pressure on your bottom fill pressure regulator. At this point, your slurry would fill the hose, and the last step would be to open this last valve, which will allow the slurry to come in through your baler C-clamp and into the top of your baler bottom and fill your baler. Now we'll show, in this instance, water coming through the top just to show you that the slurry would actually come out through this connection. Once I open this valve, this would be the cement slurry coming out through the hose and into your baler. Once you see that the slurry comes out the top of your baler, whether it's 10 feet, 40 feet, whatever, once you see the cement slurry come out of the top of your baler, You can then close this valve, and you want to push this rod back in. Once your pipe plug is making contact with the baler bottom, you want to go ahead and tighten that pipe plug back in. Once your pipe plug is back on, go ahead and pull this rod back out, and you can loosen your C-clamp. At this point, you would have your baler on top of your baler bottom filled with your cement slurry, and your pipe plug will be in place holding your slurry in. At this point, you can now go downhole with your cement and use the Neo baler bottom to dump your cement slurry at depth. Once you are finished bottom filling the cement slurry that is found in the pail, you want to empty the slurry, whatever remaining cement slurry you may have in the pail, and fill the pail up with water, and continue to circulate this water through your bottom fill. Now, in order to circulate again, this top valve should be closed, and the side valve will want to be opened to allow the water to clean the bottom fill system and circulate through the system. Once you're done cleaning out the bottom fill, you can close the valve and decrease the pressure and disconnect your air hose.